Hi, my name is Mike Peters from Houston, Texas. My son's a leukemia patient at Texas Children's Hospital. His doctor, ZoAnn Dreyer, this is a picture of her, has committed aggravated perjury in a civil court proceeding by lying in my son's medical record, purporting I didn't give him one of his 4 medicines for 1 month out of 2 months before the temporary custody hearing, and faxed that to my wife's attorney the morning of the temporary custody hearing to use that lie to tell Judge Tracy Gilbert and Jennifer Robbins of the Conroe Courthouse this lie, and they used that to take my son from me. It not only hurts me, but it hurts my son, who loves me and misses me very much, and I love him. This has totally destroyed me because I love my son very much. I wanted to help him and protect him as a father would. We have NASCAR races to go to, many other things to do in our lives without this interference. She tried twice to manipulate CPS, Child Protective Services, once reporting medical neglect, where they came to the house and verified I had his meds and closed the case. She then called the supervisor of CPS, purporting I was confused about the dosages of the medicine, and if given in the wrong dosages could be poisonous. They didn't believe her the second time either, so she falsified the medical records. She's employed at Baylor College of Medicine in Houston, Texas, but practices at Texas Children's Hospital. Her husband's a cardiologist at Texas Children's Hospital, and she's an oncologist working on the 11th floor. I've been picketing for 2 months at Texas Children's Hospital on Fannin Street, and calling her a fraud and a liar, and stating that Texas Children's Hospital is covering up for her. She purports now that I told her that I didn't give my son that medicine, even though I have 3 pharmacy receipts for that medicine in the 2 months that I had him. His lab results were always positive. He's a good, healthy boy right now, but we're missing good quality time, and due to this doctor with no integrity and wanting to manipulate the system as she has on previous occasions, as well as a social worker, Matal Brombat, who's working with her to manipulate the results in the mother's favor, to take full custody and give to the mother without joint custody for the father. This is appalling, not only because it hurts me and my son, but also because the falsification of medical record at a hospital, and a hospital that will cover up for it, has no integrity at all, and they're capable of anything in doing this. Just because you're a professional doesn't mean that you're able to manipulate the system. It's in the court's hands to decide the custody issues without you lying on the medical reports and covering up for it. I've been trying to get them to sue me, but they're afraid to sue me because 1, they know I'm right, and 2, they know that I'll get an attorney who will also view the evidence, and there'll be a countersuit against them. It is a not only my problem, but a problem with all parents who go over there. They do a lot of good work over there. There's a lot of good doctors, but the corporation itself has no integrity. I advise using alternate hospitals in Houston, and stop taking your children to Texas Children's Hospital just because it says children. MD Anderson, St. Luke's, there's many other hospitals in Houston, Texas with more integrity and can give your child the care he needs. Texas Children's Hospital who I used to hold with a lot of respect, has now, it's just crazy what they're getting away with these days. And I'll be out in front of Texas Children's Hospital picketing as many days as I can till this matter's cleared up. I'm not the kind of man to give up, but I would like to incorporate some other families, some other parents who care about the integrity of the medical records, who are risking their child's life over there. If you know that they'll falsify your child's medical record and cover up for it, I really, I mean, we all want our children to get well, but if you have this happening at the hospital, it has to be dealt with. And right now, it seems like I'm the only father who cares in Houston, Texas. I know they do good work, as I said, but a lie is a lie. Falsifying medical records is falsification, aggravated perjury in a civil matter. This is a criminal matter, punishable by up to 5 years in prison. If you or me were to commit these same crimes, we'd be in jail and punished. But because she's a professional using, manipulating the system, and it's a liability case, then they want to cover up. And they're getting away with it right now, and I would advise all parents to think twice before bringing your child to Texas Children's Hospital. If it were true that I did not give my son one of his 4 medicines for a month, she would have been legally bound by the policies and the laws to report that to CPS. But after 2 other failed attempts, she knew she was lying, so she wasn't going to CPS again for another failed attempt, because they knew that third time, or the third lie, is going to be rather suspicious. So if this is not a good indicator to parents out there, I wish you a lot of luck, and I hope that your child survives and that nothing bad happens to them, because if it does, the Texas Children's Hospital, you can guarantee they'll cover up for them and protect these doctors at all costs. So good luck, and thanks listening to this video. And if there's any parents that actually care about their children, you can come and join me here on Fannin Street in front of the emergency entrance to the hospital. I'll be out there tomorrow and all next week, as many days as I can. I don't want this to totally ruin my life, which I cannot say that it hasn't. My son's not with me. I miss him very much. I'm worried about him. At any rate, thank you very much for listening to this video. I plan on putting as many of these videos on YouTube, at Texas Children's Hospital site, and other sites as I can, until justice is done, until I can get some legal representation to make these people held accountable. Thanks for your time. God bless you.